Oh, hello, my people. Hope you're doing great. All right, so the long awaited week we've been waiting for, the autumn joint application period is here. Yes, it is. So it starts on the 28th of August, which is this coming Wednesday. So please do not miss out. Okay. I've been talking a lot about how to apply the required documents. So I'm just gonna give a summary of what this application period or application process looks like. Okay, so now when it opens, all you need to do is go to Studyinfo, and there you will find the link to apply. Okay, so when you go to Studyinfo, I'll just give you the simple way. All right, when you go to Studyinfo, just scroll down right up to the end. You see where they put like news, where they say news. Obviously, it will be there that um, join autumn join application opens, and when you click there, it's gonna take you where you'll be able to search for your specific programs and apply. You need to search for one program and then go through, and then you click on apply. That's when you will be given the option to add more programs. So in this joint application, you can apply for more than one, more than two programs. Like you can apply for up to six programs. Six programs. Okay. So what you should do during these 2 to 3 days is go to Studyinfo, just search for programs that you would like to apply to, and then just keep them aside. Because when you go to Studyinfo and you just write, for example, I'm interested in nursing, I'm interested in business, I'm interested in tourism, I'm interested in social service, but in different University of Applied Science. So what I would just do is my first choice is nursing, and I'm looking at nursing from let's say um Kayani University, or let's say nursing from Metropolia. So I would just go to Studyinfo and type um nursing in Metropolia University, or I may just type just Metropolia. Okay, so when you get your required or your specific program, and then you click apply, where you have the add programs option, when you click there, you just type the exact program and the university. Why am I saying this? Because when you are already on the application form and you start searching programs, not all the programs will be visible. Yes, I've tried that. Not all the programs will be visible. Like you'll not be able to go through programs extensively, just like you do now that the application period is not yet open, like why you are not on the application form. Because when the application form is open, when you are filling it, you just need to type, for example, nursing Metropolitan, and then you see it, and then you click, and then it goes. But for you to start searching, because you don't know which university is offering a nursing program, it will be difficult for you. Because why searching that, you won't be able to see the fees, you won't be able to see if they have scholarship, you won't be able to see some of the requirements, okay, the university specific requirement. But if you start searching the programs now, you'll be able to go through the program and see what is required, what does this university want, what is the additional requirement for this specific program or university. So that is why it's good to have all six. The fact that you can apply for up to six programs doesn't mean that you can't apply for less. You can apply for two programs, you can apply for three, you can apply for four. You must not have six. But if you have, you want to apply for more, then you can. The limit is six. You can't go above that. But it's not like, oh, you must apply for six and nothing less. No. All right. So get your programs ready, and make sure you have your scanned passport and other documents, your upper secondary school certificate, make sure your IELTS result is available already, And if it's not available, if some of these documents are not available, I think you have an additional 13 days or 1 to 2 weeks for you to upload documents. There's a difference between you uploading documents and you submitting the application form. It's very important. Take note of this. The fact that you are able to upload attachments to your application doesn't mean you should leave your application open even after the application date. No. So for example, if you are supposed to apply by, say, this is just like, I'm just taking an example, by say the 31st of August is the last date for you to apply. It means for you to submit your application form. Then you have to submit your application form before or on the 31st of August. Even though you will still be able to edit your application, but you can't edit any other thing. You just have to submit the attachments. So you'll be able to submit the attachments, but you'll not be able to submit the application form after the application deadline. I hope I'm clear. I'll take it again. So I'm supposed to submit application form by 31st, for example. That's not the end date. I'm just using it as example. So I'll fill my application form and I make sure I save it or upload it on that 31st. But I'll be sending a link to my email that I will use to upload my attachments like my certificates, my passport, and every other thing. So even when you submit before the deadline, so when you submit your application form before the deadline, it's still possible for you to use the link, the confirmation link that will be sent to your email, to edit their application within the application period. So it's not like, oh, I just submit my application form, but I didn't put this, I didn't put that. How do I go about it? As long as it's still within the application period, you will still be able to go back to your application and even change some programs if you want to remove some program, if you want to add another program, if you want to edit your date of birth, whatever, you still be able to do it within the application period. But once the application period ends, you will not be able to edit your application form, but you will be given few days to upload your attachments. I hope that's clear. All right, so hopefully next week I'll be able to make have a like small tutorials on how to fill the application form here on my YouTube channel. So if you are here for the first time, like this video, make sure you subscribe and share with your friends. Okay, and if you've been here with me, my people, you know how we do it. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up, and share with your friends. All right, so what else should be considered, all right, at this stage? The fees. Please don't just put programs like I just want to apply. No, make sure the programs you are choosing, they are affordable. I'm talking now to those of you who are really struggling. All right, make sure the programs you choose, like, they are affordable programs, and make sure you also check the scholarships from those universities. Also, you should make sure you know the city you're going to. That's very important, because students normally come here and say, oh, I was admitted in this university and I heard that it's in a remote area, I won't be able to get a student job, I don't know what to do. The truth is, in Finland, it doesn't matter. Like, if you are studying in Helsinki, if you are moving to Helsinki as an international student, that I would say, it will not be easy, but it will be a little bit better for you to get a job as per someone that is going to, other smaller cities. But I always say, as long as you are in Finland, it is not easy to get a job, but it is not same for everyone. I know international students who move to those remote areas, as you say, as some of you call it, and they get like they got a job and they studied there, and after their studies they got full-time jobs and they lived there. They didn't move to Helsinki. So there's no one size fits all. I always say in this relocation journey, it's just by the grace of God. Where people are struggling, you may go there and succeed. So don't be discouraged, because the most important thing is, can I pay for these fees? Yes. If you have an affordable fees, obviously you won't be in a hot seat trying to make more money so that you pay the fees. All right. Why am I saying this? If you're coming to Helsinki, obviously the fees is high. The house rent is higher than in those cities. All right. So don't just follow the trend of like, oh, I am going to this university. It's not in the capital city. It's so difficult. I'm not sure I can continue. Or don't go by saying I'm applying to this University of Applied Science in Helsinki, and I know that I'll be able to get a job. But now you can't pay 9,000 euros upfront. So when you look at it, if you are having a program for 5,000, 6,000 euros or less in those remote areas, you know, it's better than having to pay 9,000, 10,000 euros in Helsinki that you won't be able. If you're able to pay, then that's beautiful. Then you can move here, you pay your fees, and you can get a job, like part-time jobs, and then you just pay your rent and sort out your bills. But if you have 5,000 euros that you're ready to pay as fees, why don't you apply for the program? And stop looking at, oh, this is a remote area, I can't go there, there are no jobs there. Like I said, students actually get jobs there. After graduation, they settle there, they get full-time jobs, and they are still living there. So don't be discouraged. The most important thing is, are you able to pay the fees during the first year? Are you able? Do you have the money? Will you be able to pay your fees after 1 year in Finland? That's the most important thing. Because even if you have 12,000 euros and then you pay for the first year, and then after the first year, how are you going to sort out your bills, your fees, and every other thing? That's where the problem is. But if you are able to pay 5,000 euros during the first year, and then you move to Finland after your first year, you are able to get, maybe even in during while studying, you're able to get a part-time job, and you manage to raise 5,000 euros, which I think if you have a part-time job, the moment you move to Finland, you'll be able to save 5,000 euros and pay for your fees next academic year. And some of you may be saying, how? In Finland, you are limited as a student. You can't work full-time, but you can work full-time during holidays. And we have autumn holidays in October. It's 1 week, and within that 1 week you can work full-time. All right. So you can work 40 hours and above. And even if you are being paid 10 euros, which is, I would say, the minimum per hour, if you do the math, like in a week, you'll be able to make some money. And we have also the Christmas holidays, like 2 weeks, you can work full time. We also have the ski holiday, like winter holidays in February, is still 1 week. You can work full time during uh, that holiday. And then we have the summer holidays, which is almost 3 months. So if you get a part-time job and you're able to work full-time during the holidays, then you'll be able to raise 5,000 euros and pay your fees the following year. But if we are talking about 10,000 euros and above for your fees, that I doubt. Because remember, you still have your house rent to pay. And if you are living in Helsinki, the student housing is still expensive as compared to other cities. All right. But if you're living in those cities, if the house rent, student apartments are way cheaper as compared to that of Helsinki. So why am I talking about this? I'm talking about all these things because I've seen students with so much, you know, ability, and they put in so much effort and apply for programs. At the end of the day, they come back to me and say, oh, I got admitted in this program, in this university, in that university, but the fees is too high, so I'm not sure I can take it. Can you suggest a loan or whatever? Finland, you are not eligible to apply for student loan when you're coming from outside. It's not possible. Meanwhile, maybe they would have, look for a program that is quite affordable. So that's why I'm taking my time. So I'm not just wasting your time. I'm taking my time to talk about these things before you apply. Don't get carried away with, I just want to apply and just leave it there. No, be realistic, because if you get admitted, this is the reality. You're supposed to pay these fees before you move here. So you don't just want to go write the international English language test. That's money you're spending, and then you take your time, you give in so much input, and then you apply, and at the end of the day you're unable to move to Finland because the fees is too high. The fees has been there on the website. So make the decision now, not later. That's what I'm talking about, this fees. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the very best during this joint application period. All right, God bless you, and see you next week. Bye.